evening. Chad Goatley, TVR News. You are going to witness the greatest debate of the century. I'm honored to be chosen for this. Last minute. Everybody turn it down. First, I would like to introduce the Poultry Party candidate, Chicken Boy.
USA, USA.
Midget lover.
Next, I would like to introduce the Ford North Party candidate, Moose Epperson.
Thank you very much. I want to apologize this evening. I will be referring to notes. I was up very late last night working on a grassroots movement. Well, actually, I was shit myself while I was passed out on the front lawn, but it's all about the same. I'd like to point out that as opposed to Chicken Boy, who has used this platform this evening for blatant self-promotion, as opposed to just following his MC duties like he was supposed to, I would like to point out that I am not a flashy Hollywood kind of candidate here, who relies on cheap tricks and, excuse me a second.
Don't judge me.
I don't rely on cheap tricks to grab your attention, but I'm very pleased to be here tonight, and I want to thank Sam Rocha and Cutthroat Productions, and of course the Alchemy, for hosting us here for this very, very important debate.
I've just been informed that the bathing suit portion of our debate has been canceled by the Health Department. Tonight's debate will begin with a series of questions. Each candidate will have a minute to reply. We will begin with Chicken Boy. Hypothetical situation. There's a giant asteroid headed directly toward Earth. If it hits, life as we know it will come to an end. The only way to stop it is to send a team of 5 people to space and blow it up. Who are the 5 people you send to space to prevent certain Armageddon?
Wow, that should be in a movie. Let me think here. Well, if you're going to send a team of people in space, 5 people, first you want to send the smartest guy we got, which is actually Stephen Hawking. Yes, he's all crippled up, but in space, there's no gravity, he'll be fine. Next, we need a crazy guy, a lunatic, a loose cannon that you don't know what, that's too stupid to know not to go on the mission. That man, Gary Busey. We also need someone athletic to do the manly work up there to get rid of the asteroid. We need someone who's in good condition, like a professional wrestler, but not just any professional wrestler, the greatest professional wrestler of all time. I am, of course, talking about Johnny B. Bad himself, the Wild Man, Mark Merrill. Greatest wrestler ever. He can do a Merrill-sault. Can you? Thank you. Next, we also need to send a female up there. So I nominate Oprah Winfrey. Why? Because it looks like she can get shit done. And lastly, we will send Chuck Norris. Really, he's all you need to send. It's right yourself.
Moose.
Well, in the event of this giant asteroid threatening the planet, I would have to say that any space mission sent out to defeat this asteroid would have to be commanded by William Shatner. His bold and decisive leadership has led us through many space dangers already. He would have to be assisted by Crispin Glover, because of course, he already lives there. I would also send Neil deGrasse Tyson, basically so he'll stop starting fights. Then I would have to send that ancient aliens guy with the fucked up hairdo, just in case we run into any of the neighbors. And lastly, of course, I would send Rick James, because that motherfucker knows how to blow up a rock. Yes.
Move on to question 2.
Okay.
Moose, so far in 2016, over 140 celebrities have passed away. What would you do as president to stop the senseless death campaign?
Oh, that's a very important question. You realize that celebrities are our most important natural resource. Without celebrities, how would we know how inferior we actually are? What things we could possibly dream of attaining and never quite possibly reach. Yes, if I were elected president, immediately upon my entrance into office, I would set aside a 1,000-acre preserve for these celebrities on the outskirts of Detroit, where these celebrities can be observed, studied, protected, and bred in a safe environment to ensure that we would never, ever lack for vapid, irrelevant fame mongers ever again. Dibs on Christina Hendricks.
Chicken boy Revo?
Yes, well, as I will agree that celebrities are an important asset, not just for the American community, but the economy as well. After all, without celebrities, Dancing with the Stars would just be playing dancing. We watch that. So, if elected, I would arrange a 24/7 medical and security care to all high-risk celebrities like Betty White within 5 yards at all times. And should a celebrity start to get woozy and see dead family relatives, they shall be immediately rushed to a freezing chamber and be frozen until a cure can be found to prevent certain death. I will freeze Dick Van Dyke day one of being in office. Thank you.
That's America.
Chitty bang bang.
We'll move on to question 3. Chicken boy. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy. You must marry one, have sex with one, kill one, go!
Oh, Jesus. I wasn't ready for this. Okay. Well, first of all, to have sex, it got to be JFK. I mean, the man did Marilyn Monroe. He's a beautiful man, quite frankly. I'm not gay, but I would let JFK cornhole the shit out of me. Next, who do I kill? God, that's a tough one. You got Abraham Lincoln, you know, the man who freed the slaves, and you got, you know, Washington, president number 1. Well, I have to believe that if Abe Lincoln was alive today and seen that his party, the Republican Party, was being currently run by Donald J. What the hell? That does not count against my time. If Abe Lincoln was alive today and seen that Donald Trump was in charge of his party, the Republican Party, I would have to believe that Abe Lincoln would want to be shot all over again. So I will give the mercy kill to Abraham Lincoln and marry George Washington, making George Washington the first president and the first gentleman of the White House. The circle is complete. Thank you.
And Moose, marry, bang, kill, go!
I would marry Lincoln because he seems to be a good provider. All those log splitting skills, I think that would be good. I would bang John F. Kennedy because he seems like he'd be a generous lover. And I'd kill Washington because nobody else did. And John, you look like Barbara Bush when you want to die too.
Thank you, gentlemen. Quick word from our sponsor, Cutthroat Productions. They kick ass, y'all! Now we move on to the next portion of the debate. It's a series of policy questions regarding statements you have made or opinions you have held. Again, you will have 1 minute to answer. Your opponent will have 1 minute to reply. Having won the thumb wrestling tournament backstage, Miss has elected to go first. Question 3, Moose. Let's see. You say there should be a 3-day wait period on Facebook posts, but what if you're eating a really great salad? Shouldn't the American public have a right to share that delicious salad right now on social media?
Well, let me answer that first by saying that I speak for the entire American population when I say, fuck you and your salad. Nobody gives a goddamn about your rabbit food. We've got more important things to do, like looking up inspirational quotes on the internet and sucking up to local music promoters. I'm looking at you, Sam Rocha. I can assure you, your goddamn salad will be no less interesting 3 days from now than it is right at this goddamn moment.
Chicken boy, your rebuttal?
I beg to disagree with you, Mr. Moose, on that one. To deny someone's right to post a salad right now immediately, to deny them that right is to demand them the First Amendment itself, the freedom of speech. It's freedom of speech, Moose, not freedom of speech 5 days from now. Yes, we know the salad picks are stupid, but 3 days, I heard rumors that you might change it to 5 days. I'm just saying, people are saying that. I'm not, but that's just what I heard. And you're going to change it to 5 days. Either way, the American people deserve to share their salad picks right now. Oh, you son of a bitch. They deserve to share now because that is what Thomas Jefferson wanted. Thank you. Good night.
Chicken boy, if elected, you said you would declare war on spiders. It's a pretty bold statement. Do you feel that spiders are the biggest threat to this country?
The spider epidemic, ladies and gentlemen, is out of control. They're crossing our borders, invading our homes, crawling into our shoes, befriending our pigs. We don't know what their agenda is, ladies and gentlemen. They're going up, they're going down, they zig, they sag, they leave webs in awkward places. So when I go out in the morning to take my trash out, and I walk underneath a tree in my own damn yard, I have to walk into some type of invisible net and start spraying my trash out like a maniac, making me look stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, if we let spiders continue to have their way in this country, they will make a fool out of all of us, and we cannot allow that to happen. Are spiders a threat? Are spiders a threat? You're goddamn right they are.
I ask you, what have spiders ever personally done to any of you? I mean, yes, we all have brothers, cousins, girlfriends, nieces, aunt's hairdresser who's found one in her crystal Pepsi, or maybe wriggling around inside their chimichanga from down to the taco shack. But you know what? Other than walking through the occasional web or dropping too much acid where there's millions of them, crawling all over, crawling. Sorry. What have they personally done to you, huh? 8 legs matter! Yeah! Yeah!
Moose, you've been criticized for having a pro-Frankenstein agenda by the Chicken Boy camp. Do you feel that's unjust and that Frankenstein deserves a chance as well?
You know, I have addressed this many times in this campaign. Alternative thought research has allowed us the ability to reanimate deceased flesh. And this has proved to be an incredibly effective defense for us during the Cold War. However, times have changed. I no longer advocate the creation of any new Frankensteins. However, we must care for and provide for the existing Frankensteins who fought so bravely for our nation. You know, I am opposed to all this research into modern Frankenstein creation. Trust me, the Kardashian experiment has proved that we should just stop all funding and any research in that direction. Absolutely.
Chicken Boy?
Again, I have to disagree with you, you antler son of a bitch. If Moose thinks that it's okay to let these old Frankensteins roam against the American public, he's more dangerous than I thought. I mean, 9 out of 10 times, Frankensteins have been known to turn against their human overlords.
That is false.
It's science. It's science.
It is not
It's
science.
facts. It's in the facts. It's on Wikipedia, I believe. Yes. So let me put this into simple terms then, okay? Since the science.
Running through Snopes, bitch. Running through Snopes.
I freaking WikiLeaks. I'm pretty sure it has a thing or two on it. So let me put it in simple terms, since science is too hard for you to grasp. America, would you let your children Netflix and chill with a Frankenstein? I rest my case.
USA! USA! USA!
You pandering son of a bitch. Let me tell you something, Captain Heshe in Mexico. I'm not going to listen to anybody disrupt this debate who's wearing an outfit that you purchased at Nobby's, okay? We need to pay attention to a vice presidential candidate who has at least one more dimension than most vice presidents. Thank you very much.
Chicken Boy, one of your more controversial policies is a promise for hookers and blow to our troops returning from overseas. Do you feel that such a policy is putting on the
Unethical? Hookers have been the backbone of civilization since before this nation was even born. It is the oldest profession for a reason. As I see it, being a hooker for one of our great soldiers returning home from combat is a great act of patriotism, but it's also a great way to pay off those student loans. So I heard. So as far as the blow goes, hey, if anyone deserves to ride the white pony, it's our troops, damn it. As I see it, hookers and blow is the very least we can do for our troops. As I said before, if it's good enough for Congress, it's good enough for the troops.
Moose, your rebuttal. When I hear this proposal, this idea of giving illicit sexual favors and narcotics to our brave men and women who have fought so gallantly, so bravely for our country, it makes me furious. It makes me so angry and so mad that I didn't think of it first. I got no problem with this. No, I'm good. Thank you.
We'll take a minute now to answer some questions from the audience. Three lovely people were nice enough to submit their questions, and I have put them in my own personal favorite order.
Just standard 1 minute answer, 1 minute rebuttal.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
Totally professional gig we got going here.
Number one, and what I feel is most likely the most important question we've asked you this evening: which one's dick is bigger?
Moose, first, there's a reason this podium is so short.
And there's the reason why this podium is as well.
Next question. If you were a cheese, what cheese would you be? Moose?
Roquefort, strong, aromatic, and leaving a pleasing aftertaste.
Chicken boy?
I'd go with Moderator Jack. If it was good for the Chippendale's little chubby mouse frame, it's good enough for me. Plus, Gadget was a hot mouse, I don't care.
Our third and final question from the audience. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes!
Chicken boy,
Who
what's up?
cares?
I say yes. Yes, it does. The invention of pineapple on pizza has been a blessing in disguise. It is bliss in my mouth with cheese and sometimes pepperoni.
Unfortunately, I would say this is probably one of the few things my opponent and I can agree on. While I do not eat pineapple because that would kill me, I have to agree that if you are a sick motherfucker who feels that you need to combine a sweet and just incredibly nasty textured fruit on your pizza, pineapple is probably the appropriate choice.
gentlemen, thank you for appearing tonight. We've just got enough time for a closing statement from each of you. Due to time constraints, it must be limited to 5 words and an animal sound.
5 words and an animal sound. Kitties, ride the moose. Kitties.
Thank you very much for that. Flip the bird for America. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
The Alchemy fucking rocks, baby!
Let's give it up for our opponent, Moose, ladies and gentlemen. And our moderator here tonight.
And let's give it up for Chicken Boy, who's doing a great job emceeing tonight, even though he's a worthless bastard who you should never choose to lead this country.
And let's give it for my VP.
That would be Joel Sortimo III.
He's giving us a little VP, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this Joe guy looks like a bitch. He does not look like a true patriot. He looks like...
He does have tiny arms.
I actually think he's Serbian, but, you know, I'm not sure.
All right, thank you. Thank you for participating tonight in our little VP portion of the show. It is time to get the madness back on the road here. Yes.
Can I spin the wheel?
I know that since you're a great opponent, yes, you can do
You had to work out of it. I forgot you were teaching.
Let the LSD kick in now.
That'll be that acid I dropped, yeah.
It is.
Ah! You've already been up.
Okay, give me another wheel. Woo! Oh shit. Whoa, easy. And this is who you want as president? Okay. You can't even spin a wheel. This is the man you want, finger on the button. You're another shot. Look here, we'll keep it going. We'll
Oh, it's time for Letitia
Ladies and gentlemen, oh, you guys should be first. Okay. I'll talk for a few minutes then because we got to clean up this shit anyways. So coming up next, ladies and gentlemen.